I'm riding a dolphin! Dolphins are now rideable, and apparently I've got a little army of them. Come on, fellas, let's go. So welcome to Season 5 of Truly Bedrock, where things have got a little bit weird. And not just all these dolphin-related things. Let's take his head off for now, shall we? So it has been a few months since we released a video on Truly Bedrock. Last we saw, we were on Season 4. We were quite happily building a city. But then life got very, very busy. The hardcore series took off, and sadly, TB just kind of fell by the wayside a little bit. But don't panic, we're back, and we are going to be playing on Season 5, albeit with a slightly different format from our side than what we're used to. So you may also be wondering how we actually got here. Let me give you the quick rundown, shall I? So during my break on Season 4, I went up to the moon to go see Geraldine and Big Chicken, as you do, and while I was there, a spaceship arrived, which I wasn't expecting because I didn't realise we had flyable spaceships on Truly Bedrock. But apparently Foxy had made one and he had rustled up the T-Beers and they had come to the moon, because for once, it wasn't actually broken. And they just wanted to investigate and make sure everything was okay, which it was, until Foxy planted a flag on the moon and then everything went wrong.
Wait,
Foxy,
whoa! Whoa!
What?
What have you done?
Foxy, you had one job. Oh, no. This is a very brittle moon.
Oh no.
No, no. Uh-oh.
Okay, yeah, this is bad, people. This is bad.
Back to the spaceship! Quick! Go! Close it!
Yeah. Close the roof nice and steadily and take off. Here we go.
Did we get slowly?
The moon came to moon.
We did. Yeah, why would you
Oh,
man?
jeez.
Foxy, what did you do?
I hope you had moon insurance.
I decided to take a nap on the spaceship, but the others went to investigate the signal, and then next thing I knew, I woke up in a white room, also known as the empty or something like that. I don't even know anymore. And then when we were there, we were essentially told off by some greater entity than us. I don't really understand what that entity was, but, well, it was all powerful and very scary, and it didn't seem particularly happy with the way we've treated past TV seasons. Next thing I know, there was a whole lot of screaming. We all fell out of the sky, landed in the ocean around here, and, well, now this is where we live. So following our extremely dramatic arrival, there was lots of chaos and mayhem, the usual kind of shouting you get at the start of a season when there's way too many people in voice chat, but it was a lot of fun. Sadly, I wasn't actually recording game sound at the time, so, well, here's a few highlights with my own sound effects added over the top. Oh my word.
Are you jealous, Beardy?
I'm so jealous.
Silent.
Oh, man.
Ah, no, you did not just do that.
What happened, people? Are you okay? There's been murder! Like, actual murder already happened.
No.
Stop
Love
moving.
how we were all
Why you keep
planning on
moving?
doing it, and now we're all so mad at Beardstone.
I was out of nowhere, too. It's just
Jeez,
like, walked up
Beardstone,
to
why
me
would you
and
do
bothered
that?
me.
I literally just turned around, saw Silent, I was like, he's standing still, I've got a lava bucket, what was I supposed to do?
That's no moon. That's a rehash from a previous season.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Does anyone have any spare dark oak they wish to trade?
Trade for what?
I can give you the bucket of lava I killed Silent with.
Acquisition item.
You drive a hard bargain, but like a...
Should we mention the rules of our little rafting expedition?
Yeah, probably. If somebody wants to.
So, okay, so we've all got a raft each that has saplings, dirt, and lavas. We're not allowed to go to the mainland, which you can see in the distance in some places. We're only allowed to stick around here. We can go underground and do mining. We can go to the nether. But for the first 48 hours of the server, we have to do rafts.
So I went on an expedition, but not for anything useful, but for stuff that's pretty. So does that count?
I hope you didn't go over to the mainland, Jesse, because you'll be fired.
I went and I stole some flowers.
Wow, jeez.
Beardstone is a trident drowned right below you.
Oh, I know.
I'm like in the middle of... He's on your boat.
Oh.
Oh, there you are.
This is like, no, really, right behind you.
This fishing rod's amazing.
Oh,
I'm going to be so
Beardy!
I don't want to keep him anymore. And that just about brings us up to date. And that over there is my raft. I have been doing tree trades. We've managed to get ourselves most saplings, but not all of them so far, sadly. So as I was trying to say, this is our current home. I'm just growing lots and lots of wood. I've managed to trade for a bunch of saplings. We've got everything apart from just standard oak at the moment. And the most annoying thing about that is there's oak literally just over there. But that's on the mainland and we're not allowed to touch that. So I'm hoping we will be able to trade oak with someone soon, but this is basically where we're at. I've got my little wood collection going on because, of course, we need to build ourselves a lovely seaworthy vessel. And down below here, under the raft, we have our mine shaft, where I've managed to get 3 whole diamonds. So I do have a diamond pickaxe, and I've got a tiny bit of iron, but not even enough to make proper armor yet. So I've got lots of wood chopping to do. We need lots of resources so we can actually start our build, because this floating platform is not what I have in mind for my starter base. So while I gather some wood, let's go into the changes we're making this season. So as I have already alluded to, we're not going to be doing things the same way we usually do, which would be to basically make lots and lots of farms. We'll pump out 3 videos a week for the first couple of months of a season at least, and then they slow down a little bit as the season goes on and the project gets bigger. This time, however, we're not going to be doing that. In fact, I don't really plan to make many farms at all. So there's going to be lots of trading, lots of bartering and things like that to get the items that I need for my projects, but I'm not going to be committing to doing a sort of great big massive base like we usually do, because this season I don't want to leave an unfinished project at the end of it. Essentially, I bit off way more than I could chew last season, and I don't want to put myself in that situation again, especially when I know I just don't have the time that I used to. So if we're not making farms and we're not making a mega base, what are we doing? Well, I can't tell you everything now, can I? I've got to leave you in some suspense, but initially we are going to be in this area, so there will be a couple of normal episodes at the start of the season of us just hanging out with everyone and doing our little starter base builds and whatnot. However, when everyone starts to move away and go off to their bigger areas, I will also be moving, and I will be doing a build elsewhere, just not on the same scale as usual. And episode-wise, they're likely to be 1 episode maybe every sort of 2, 3, 4 weeks. They're going to be essentially as and when I can make them, but they're going to be not normal episodes. They're going to be very, very heavily themed to certain things, which I can't go into too much without giving away all of my plans, and it's too early in the season for that. You don't get to find out the master plan for at least a couple of episodes, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's something I've wanted to do for a couple of seasons as kind of part of what I did, but I've realized I just need to dedicate a whole season to doing this, and this is the perfect time to do it. And I'm very, very, very excited about it, and hopefully you will be too when I reveal all. But for now, as I say, we need to build ourselves a boat. So I've got lots and lots of wood to chop. I've got some other resources I need to gather. I don't even know how I'm going to get them yet, really. I've got a rough idea of what I want to build. But for now, let's just get the wood we need and let's get the base of this build in.
Where in the heck did you get mangrove? We aren't allowed to leave the central islands. Where'd the mangrove come from?
So, well, actually, you're standing next to another one of the fellas right now. A wandering trader came by who was selling propagules. I got 5 emeralds and I bought a propagule from him.
Do we have pumpkins on the server at all?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't have any more emeralds. I just happened to get hold of exactly 5.
Wait, where? Where did you get the 5 emeralds?
Oh, I found them. They're just laying around.
There were emeralds in the boat, in the starter boat, right? You probably found those, right?
Oh, yeah.
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 You freaking liar! I took those once, and there were only 2.
Barge is coming along well. As you can see, we're dumping some kind of weird house janky thing on the back of it, but hopefully it's going to work out quite well. We just need to do lots of texturing, we need to get the roof on, and of course, we need a whole bunch of detailing done. that's enough of that. Let's give you a proper update. So as you can see, the texturing's been coming along nicely. We've managed to add a little bit of clutter. Once again, we do still have a way to go, but it was definitely time to bring you back in. Otherwise, the entire video is just going to be music and time lapses. But then let's be honest, when am I ever not playing music? So if we jump in our little rowboat here and take a step back out this way, geez, there's lots of stuff going on. Then we can get a better look at our boat, although the sun's going down, so this was terrible timing. But I'm absolutely loving this barge. I think it's coming along really well. It's, as I say, still needs some more things, primarily a fishing dock at the front there, but that's because we've been doing an absolute buttload of fishing, so, well, a dock would make sense, wouldn't it? But from the outside, it's looking pretty good. I like the textures. I think that's all working well. We were actually very lucky to find the mangrove there from the Wandering Trader as well. This was originally going to be acacia. That was going to be my original color palette, but I think the mangrove definitely works better. So yeah, we struck it lucky there. And then out here, we've got a little area for tree saplings, our little nursery, if you will. As I say, I haven't done anything with the front here yet, but I think we're going to make a little fishing hut potentially. Inside here, we still have lots of space. We need to get a bed in, and we need to just basically make this area look nice. It's not going to have any functional purpose, but it's going to be my main living area. Up here, we have an enchanting table, and oh my days, this has been a lot of effort to get. So we did lots of fishing and hunting, and then fishing, and then hunting, and then fishing, and then hunting for absolutely days. But we did manage to get our 15 bookshelves. We have a fully leveled up enchanting table, and that has enabled me to get a couple of wonderful pickaxes. We even fished up a mending book, which was marvelous. But the main thing we have achieved is actually down here. So this is our sort of going to be our main storage area. We haven't really got much to store at the moment, sadly, but we've got a little area here for all of our cooking and whatnot, and just some quick access things to boats and torches for when we head out. And I've split the area into different sections. So we've got all the flowers and foliage stuff here, we've got all the wood, we've got all the stone, we've got all the dirt and whatnot, and all their variants in each one. And then at the back here, we have all the extra sort of blocks, the things that we won't necessarily have in bulk. We've got all our shinies and stuff, we've got tools, and all in all, I'm really liking how this area down here is looking. But it really could do with a little bit of colour, and to be honest with you, just a few bookshelves would be lovely, but well, it's been quite an effort to get those so far. And to get more, we are going to need more leather, so I guess that's going to be a little bit more hunting and a little bit more fishing, because, well, occasionally we do get leather from fishing as well, but to be honest, I mainly fished for the levels. And of course, an endless supply of cod. So let's crack on, see if we can get a fishing dock in here and get the interior of this bit done, and then hopefully, by that stage, our starter house will be looking quite nice. Is it a starter house or a starter boat? Or is it a starter houseboat? I don't even know. Guess who's got a fishing shack? It's me, I've got a fishing shack. But a short while later, and we are done, I think. I think our starter houseboat is finished, although I just need a few leaves, so we're just growing a tree on the front of the boat at the moment, but that won't be a permanent fixture. But I love the little fishing shack. Once again, I've used another different wood, another different material. I'm trying to make it look like the barge has been sort of added to and built up over time. So it would have started with this small white building, and then this bit was added, then this bit, and so on. So, yeah, I really like how that's come out, actually, considering I didn't have a clue, really, what I was going to do when I started. But up here in the fishing shack, we've also got a little bit on the inside. We've got somewhere we can cook up our fish. We've got a little barrel to store our rod in as well. And, yeah, I literally caught a book as my first fish from the shack. I haven't quite decided what to do with this little bit of space around the front here, but I do want to make this thing look really, really cluttered and overcrowded, as if stuff's just been piled up over time. So, yeah, as we get more and more resources, we're probably just going to pile some stuff up on the front of the boat here as well. And lastly, when we go indoors, we have our lovely lounge. Once again, I need some leaves to go there. This is going to go teal as opposed to being orange, but apart from that, I think this is all looking pretty good. And we've got a little bedroom in here that I can finally sleep and have a respawn. And up here in the enchanting room, I've just well, basically filled some space with what I had left in my inventory, but I think it's come out okay. But the main thing I'm pleased about is I was able to hide the granite roof just with a few paintings, and that hasn't actually affected the table. It doesn't block the bookshelves then, so that's good. So as the sun goes down, I'm going to stand here and do some more fishing because, well, it's my only XP source at the moment, and I kind of want to get a few more enchants on my tools. So I'll see you all on the next one. Bye-bye now.